Good morning and welcome to Rev 1211 Life. I am Pastor Will, P. Will, William, whatever you want to call me today. But I want to welcome you to Rev 1211 Life today. Um, some of you guys know my story, know my testimony, how I've been sober now for 11 years. But when I went through the program, went through some step program and things like that, I learned an acronym, and it was HALT. Some of you may have heard of it, and it's HALT, and it means some of our trigger points that make us go back to behaviors are kind of triggered by things like hunger, anger, loneliness, and if you're tired. So that's where you get the halt. And I learned something from that, and I was thinking about that today, and I was like, well, the H, that means when you're hungry. A lot of times we make poor decisions when we're hungry. Instead of going home and cooking that meal, you might stop at Burger King or something like that. So, and I'm guilty of that as well. But I was thinking about that, and I said, well, there was a guy named Elijah who was one of the prophets, but he was run out of town because he was scared for his life by a woman named Jezebel. He ended up making some poor decisions, and he ran away and actually was almost having a mental breakdown. But when he was under the tree, when he had gotten away and he was alone, one of the first things that happened to him for his restoration was an angel of the Lord came and gave him cake. Now, I love cake. I don't know what kind of cake it was, but gave him cake and cool drink. That happened twice to Elijah, the one in the morning and one at night. God fed him. We make better decisions when we're not hungry. And that's my point for today. But to drive that home even more, there are a lot of us right now. It doesn't have to be food. There's a lot of us right now that are hungry for a relationship. There are a lot of us that are hungry for forgiveness. There's a lot of us that are hungry for the things of this world. They tell us what we should have and what it should look like. We hunger for attention. We hunger for a lot of things of the world that are not necessarily good for us. So when we have that kind of a hunger, we make poor decisions. If you hunger for that relationship, you might be with somebody that you're not supposed to be with. That's not absolutely the best for you. When we're hungry for money, you may take that job that's going to make your life absolutely miserable. So I'm going to encourage you today. If you're hungry for something, if you're hunger for God, get a heart after God that can quench all your thirst, can take care of all those needs. Because if you have a hole, sometimes when you're hungry, it feels like you have a hole in your stomach. That hole, we will try to find something to fill that void, to put something in that hole. I'm going to encourage you to fill that with the Spirit of God today. Don't be hungry for the things of the world. Don't be hungry for the things that this world is telling you that you need. Get your guidance, get your sustenance, get your nutrition from God. And that's my encouragement today. And I just want to pass that along to you. I think tomorrow I might even talk about anger and what that does for us. But if you're hungry today, hunger for God, hunger for His righteousness, hunger for what He has for you today, so that you can make better decisions tomorrow. So I pray that for you today, and I appreciate you being with me today. If you like this video, like it, share it, comment, whatever you would like to do. But I just love speaking the word of God, and I love how God always brings our experiences to light, and we can use those today. So God, I just thank you for today and giving me the opportunity to speak into someone's life today. So take care, be blessed. I'll see you tomorrow.